Well, the game change is going to really change dramatically, because Nigeria imports almost 90% of what they use. And we've actually taken a challenge not only to build and make Nigeria self-sufficient in terms of petroleum products, but also to be a net exporter of, petroleum products, be it diesel, gasoline, aviation fuel, kerosene, all. And then we're also attaching, petrochemical plant on it, which is to produce polypropylene and also raw materials for carbon black.
What impact do you think the unrest that we've seen in those oil-producing regions will have, though?
Well, the refinery is not going to be in the oil-producing area. The refinery will be in Nigeria, but we are going to be out of the trouble zone. So most likely, it will be in Lagos, not even most likely, because we've started already. It's not a big secret, but we hope, we won't have any issues.
Now, we know that electricity and power generation in Nigeria has always been a concern and a constraint. How is this affecting growth for your operations and for the Nigerian economy?
Well, it is actually impacting quite a lot on the operations, on the GDP growth, on almost everything. And I always tell people that, look, Nigeria is growing at 6.75% GDP growth without power. So you cannot really imagine the enormous growth that we'll have. Definitely if we have power, not even enough. Even if we can have power like South Africa, 40,000 megawatts, you can easily see Nigeria for the next decade growing at double digits, and it will happen. Likely the government had actually taken the bull by the horn to, privatize both generation and distribution. So I expect those people who have taken over the government assets to be very bold and expand as much as what we did in cement.
Well, the Dangote group, of course, is quite diversified. You're in cement, you're in sugar and rice. Do you remain bullish about those sectors?
We remain very, very bullish. If we don't really remain bullish, there's no way we'll be spending $16 billion in sub-Saharan Africa in the next 4 years. So that says it all. I don't have to say much. With what we are putting on the table, obviously people should know that, yes, we have a lot of confidence in Africa. And Africa is, the greatest place today to make money. And, it will continue to grow.
What are your expansion plans, both within the continent and abroad?
Well, for now, in the next 4 years, we are trying to keep expanding in Africa. Within the next 4 years, we'll try and consolidate. And outside the consolidation, then we'll look outside, Africa. But, for now, I can tell you that anybody who does not really come into Africa to invest, the train will leave him at the station.
Inequality has been a major theme at this year's World Economic Forum. Now, you're co-chairing this year's session, but you're also, of course, Africa's richest man. Is that something that concerns you, the issue of inequality?
Well, my main concern about that, not only the inequality, also the job creation aspect of it. The number of unemployed youth is what actually bothers me the most. Inequality, yes, there is going to be, it will continue to happen, but you are always going to keep minimizing that. You see, I personally believe that the people who have actually been gifted, God has made them to be rich, they need to share that wealth with the ones that they don't have. And that is why, philanthropic issues and that's why they come in. I personally believe majority of us that we've been blessed by God, it is not only for us. The youth of wealth is for you to make sure that you use it for humanity. And I believe it will continue to happen. It is something new in Africa, but it's been happening in America. And I personally hope and I plead with our rich men to be given part of their, God-given wealth to the ones that they don't really have, so that we can have a better society.
Now, I was, as you know, following you around quite a bit yesterday. I was watching you as you were interacting with people, and people literally throwing themselves at you, offering you business cards, this and that, and you had time for everyone. I mean, tell me, that kind of attention, how does it make you feel?
Well, it makes me feel good, but at the same time being challenged. It means that yes, what I'm doing, or what we as a group of company, Dangote, what we are doing is being noticed, especially myself being the CEO. It means that we should work harder. We should not really fail our fellow Africans and the rest of the world. We should make it look like, yes, it's true, it is possible. There's nothing that is impossible.
Now, a lot of young Africans want to be as successful as you are. What is your message to those young entrepreneurs?
Well, the message that I have for them is that there's great hope. We're actually lucky to be Africans, and we'll make it happen. They shouldn't lose hope. It is possible, and it will be done.